So I know I don't often do videos like this, but you know, I really wanted to record a video like this simply because I really do believe that it's going to be able to help quite a few of you out there, whether it be to help you keep pushing, keep going, even if you're not you're not where you want to be right now. So whether it motivates you to keep going, or maybe you're in a tough spot, in your life, or whether you be at school, and you're in the same position I was, which is, I'm going to get into in a minute. Whether you be at school and this video pushes you and motivates you to keep going, keep moving forward, or as I said, financially and kind of in business, it motivates you to keep pushing to get to where you want to get to. It's going to be very, very worth it for me to do it, even though I don't really like doing these types of videos. Anyway, in this video, I'm going to go through kind of my journey and, where I'm at currently, which is, as you would have probably seen by the title, I'm currently at roughly 12,000 a month profit with my business, and a few of the things that I've got going on. That's profit as well. That's not revenue or anything like that. That's pure profit. I'm sure probably in a few months I'll be able to record another one of these videos going through, how I went from 20 to 25, 30,000 a month. Mid next year, I'm sure I'll be at that point. But as I said, I just wanted to record something like this, and as I mentioned before, even if it helps just one of you guys out there, it's going to be more than worth it for me to do it. So, going through school personally, I really struggled with bullying and friends, and trying to find friends that I actually like. I like to be with and whatnot, and I never really thought it wasn't me. I always thought in school growing up, I always thought it was me. I was the one that was weird because no one liked me. Everyone kind of bullied me and whatnot. And so going through years, 6, 7, 8, 9, I was quite young. I didn't really understand why I wasn't liked, why I was hated by a lot of people. I was hated by people I've never even met before. Like I still to this day, I don't understand the reasoning behind it. I really kind of just kept myself to myself. I didn't, go out on the weekends with any of them, obviously, because I didn't really like them or anything like that. But I still to this day, as I said, I don't understand what the main reason was. Maybe it was because I'm from England originally, and then I moved over to Australia. So obviously, as I'm sure some of you can tell, I've still got quite a strong English accent. So back then, when I first moved over here, going, as I said, through years 6, 7, 8, kind of 9, it was very strong and nobody really understood. Maybe that was a reason. I still don't know, as I said, but I think that really motivated me to do something, different to everybody else. Something that, it's just not, I hated to kind of, as the term goes, follow the sheep. And that's what everybody was doing through those years. They were just following the sheep, doing what everybody else was doing. And I think I kind of went the other way with it. I wanted to do something that nobody else was doing. And obviously that's kind of where business and doing something on my own kind of really fell into place. And that's why I think I'm so motivated, is because I don't really speak to many people in terms of from school. I don't speak to anybody really from school anymore. I left school a couple months ago, I think around 3-4 months ago. And that's really where my business has started to really take off. And that's only because I really just stuck through it. I stuck to who I was at school. I never followed the sheep, as I was mentioning before. I never just did things at school, whether it be, something like going out, or, somebody doing something bad at school, whatever the case may be. I never joined in just to fit in, essentially, just so people didn't think I was different or whatever. I really kept to my morals. I just kept to who I was, essentially, and that really, I think, has helped me grow as a person, as well as, obviously being super motivated within business and whatnot. And I think, I've never really, as I said, I've never opened up about this, but I thought I should, because if somebody else, out there, if you're going through this type of thing, you're still in school or whatever the case may be, and you're not, even if you're not, obviously if you're being bullied as well, but even if you're not, you know, even if you just feel like you don't fit in with who you're hanging around with at school or who's at school, like just don't, you know, don't do things to fit in. Don't follow the sheep. Stick to who you are. If you believe, like, if you know, if you don't like anyone at school, whatever the case may be, then that's fine. You know, go to school, do what you need to do at school, come home, and then you can just do what you want. You know what I mean? You don't need to fit in with everybody at school. And you know, I'm going on a bit of a tangent here, but that's kind of, you know, that's kind of my main tip for somebody like that. Just stick to who you are. You've got a few more years at school, you know, there's a few more years at school, and then you've got the rest of your life. You know, these past 3 months, 4 months, whatever it is, since I've not been at school, my business has gone to a whole new level. And my mind is so much clearer going into next year, you know, 2020. It's so much clearer. It's just like a whole new world has just opened up. So if you're going that, you know, if you're at school, as I said, keep pushing through, keep getting to where you want to get to. You know, it's really not the end of the world. So that's kind of, I think, the really big motivator for me personally to get where I'm at currently and to go where I want to go is, you know, at school, obviously, as I said, never really fit in and got bullied quite heavily. Now, as I said, I never really opened up about that, but to the point that most of you are probably watching this video for is, you know, how is an 18-year-old making, you know, 12,000 profit a month currently? As I said, that's what I did last month. I'm sure next month is going to be bigger, and every month is going to be bigger and bigger and bigger. But you know, last month at the point of recording this, I've done 12,000 profit. And so, as I said, I'm sure most of you are wondering how I actually did that, not about some bullying rubbish. But you know, to that point, what I've done is I've set up a social media marketing agency. Now, I know there's a lot of things online where, there's a lot of things online that people my age, younger people, the younger generation are kind of adapting to, whether it be SMMA, social media marketing agency, drop shipping, you know, Shopify drop shipping, Amazon FBA, trading and stocks and whatnot. I've gravitated to an SMMA, and you know, I've been working on it quite hard over the last year and a half, you know, with being at school, but obviously I was very limited at school. In terms of how long I can work on it and whatnot. But as I said, the last 3-4 months since I've left school, it's really gone to the next level. You know, I've got around 7 clients, clients of Bax Consulting, which is my marketing agency. And you know, they're all in the e-commerce niche. As most of you guys know, I only work with e-commerce niche. So I've got 7 clients in the e-commerce niche. Some are, you know, from the past month. I've got a few super low ticket ones, but as I said, you know, over the next few months, I'm going to be really scaling up my agency and getting bigger retainers and whatnot. And that's why I'm so confident I'll be at, you know, mid next year, I'll probably be at around 20-25,000 a month from my agency. As well as my coaching business, which is kind of the other hinge of my of what I do. As I said, I've got a coaching business now where I'm a mentor to a bunch of different students all around the world, actually, where I actually, you know, help them get to where they want to get to with their marketing agency. Obviously, I've perfected it. Definitely not to where I want it to be, but I've definitely perfected it, and it's set to scale now in 2020. That's what I teach other students of mine, is how to start and really scale their agency to, you know, really wherever they want to take it to. You know, as I said, I show them the systems and processes, exactly how to get the clients' results, how to obviously actually get the initial clients, and really just how to set up an agency as a whole, because unlike Shopify dropshipping and stuff like that, I personally find, you know, online marketing agencies are real legit businesses. It's exactly the same business principles as, you know, a law firm or, you know, legit real businesses. The same business principles really apply, and that's kind of what I've perfected now with my agency. And as I said, that's what I really teach other people on how to do, you know, how to start and scale their own agencies and what to do and what not. So they're kind of the 2 hinges to my businesses. Now, obviously, going into 2020, I'm going to be really scaling up the agency. And you know, I've got a few things planned for the coaching business as well. I think a lot of you guys are going to be really excited for, because I've been asked a bunch about certain things. I can't really reveal anything just yet, but you know, it's really going to be big. And that's, as I said, that's why I'm super confident I'm going to be at around 25,000. You know, definitely by the end of 2020, possibly around the middle of it as well. And yeah, that's kind of my story, you know, with going through school, getting bullied and whatnot. As I said, it's quite a vulnerable experience in a way, or thing that I've got personally. Literally not a lot of people know about it at all. But I thought I'd open up a little bit, let you guys know, you know, that if you are going through that, just come home from school, keep pushing on with what you love, whether it is business and whatnot, like it was for me. Just keep going. There is 100% a light at the end of the tunnel. You just need to keep going forward, keep moving forward, and just, you know, never look back, really. You know, as I said, there's always a light at the end of the tunnel. So obviously went on a bit of a tangent there, but that's why and how I'm currently making around $12,000 per month profit. As I said though, next month I'm sure I'll be able to do one at 15, the one after 7, you know what I mean? So it's really just the beginning of my journey. And yeah, that's really my journey as a whole up to now. And that's kind of a few of my plans for next year. As I said, scale the agency, do something for the coaching business. We'll do a few things for the coaching business that is going to be absolutely massive. A lot of you guys, obviously, as I said, are really wanting me to do a few of these things. I've been seeing your comments, seeing your messages that I've been getting, and as I said, I'm really listening to you guys. I'm going to be bringing out something really big mid next year as well for that. So yeah, as I said, you know, that's kind of my story, my journey so far. And you know, if you're new to the channel, if you're new watching this video, please subscribe, please like the video as well if you enjoyed it. As I said, this is literally just the start of my journey, and I would love for you guys to, you know, join me on my journey. You know, I'm posting a video every other day, whether it be about obviously something like this, like my personal journey and my personal kind of stories and whatnot. So, you know, social media marketing, e-commerce, and getting unmatched results for e-commerce businesses, whether it be for clients or drop shipping as well, and you know, a bunch of other things. As I said, this is the start of my journey, and I would love for you guys to come and join me on this insane journey. As I said, this is just the start, and yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this video. I know I went on a little bit of a tangent there, but yeah, it's definitely you know, something that I've been wanting to mention for a while, and I think this video is a perfect video to mention it. So as I said, please like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.